Let's make a YouTube channel.
Okay.
And don't look so excited about it. We're gonna be YouTube stars.
Sure.
Okay, let's do this. Welcome to the Everyday Pour. I'm David.
I'm Brandy.
And we're starting a YouTube channel. We have no idea what we're doing, but what the hell. So, we're here to talk about bourbon, but not expensive bourbon. We're too poor for that. So, we're going to talk about the bourbons that you can go into the liquor store every day and find. We're not looking for Pappy. We're not looking for all the crazy expensive stuff. No buff turkey here. I guess the question is, why are we doing this? Well, last week we went and did Bourbon Trail. What was that? You're pointing?
Why are we doing this? Him.
She's just along for the ride. But we did Bourbon Trail last week. Had a ton of fun. We'll talk about that in a future video. But yeah, I like to talk about bourbon, and I don't like talking to myself. So I'm dragging her along. We're gonna have some fun, drink some bourbon. We're here. We're everyday people. We don't have a whole lot of money. We're not going into stores dropping thousands of dollars on bourbon. Not going to be looking for secondary pricing. Tasting notes. What are those? It tastes like bourbon. We either like it or we don't like it. There might be some in betweens. She's better at tasting notes.
Oh, you think?
Yeah. I mean, it tastes like bourbon to me. So we're gonna try our best. Tell you what we think about bourbon, and we'll kind of go from there. So how are we gonna do this? Sometimes it's hard to pick what bourbon I want to drink on a given night. So found an app on my phone. It is it's actually a website, not an app. It's called Wheel of Numbers. Lets you go in and program, make a list and program it. Okay, look, I've got 5 bottles of Four Roses back here behind me, and as much as I played with this thing, it has not landed on Four Roses. And it still didn't. We are going to try the Green River single barrel that I was able to do on the Bourbon Trail. It's from Green River Bourbon. It's this really cool decanter. Got to fill it myself. We have not tried this one, so we're going to crack it open and give it a try. This was bottled last week on July 1st, 25. Comes in at 129.7 proof. So this one is going to be a little bit spicy. So let's pop it open and give it a pour.
We might have started with the Wheel of Bourbon, because if you know anything about it, you're probably supposed to let it breathe a little bit before you actually taste.
That is true. So we're gonna pause the video here for a minute, and we will be right back. Okay guys, we're back. Green River, 129.7 proof, single barrel out of the decanter. On the nose, I smell bourbon.
That was my answer.
Oh, well, I mean, that's what I smell. I don't know, I'm not any good at this. I mean, I think vanilla maybe, brown sugar. Maybe something a little citrus maybe. This one smells really good. Not sure how hot this one's gonna drink, but I guess we're about to find out.
Cheers.
Cheers. It's almost sour on the palate.
I wouldn't have called it sour. Definitely getting that Kentucky hug though.
Yeah, it's the nice long finish. I don't know. There's a weird. I don't know how to describe it.
It was not as fiery, peppery on the front end as I expected.
No, but it is hanging around on the back end. It is on my tongue, but there's something. I don't know. Maybe it's like I hear people talk about oak tannins, things like that. Maybe that's what we're hearing. There's no age statement on this. I have no idea how long this was in the barrel.
It's not bad, but you know me and the high proofs, they're not really my go-to.
I gotta say, this isn't my favorite one. Now, when we were sitting at the bar at Green River, and we'll talk about this more in our next video, we had a flight. I think you might have had an old fashioned. Did you have an old fashioned?
I had an old fashioned.
I liked what I tried there. This bottle, it's a cool bottle. Came in at 80 bucks.
And kind of an exclusive experience.
Yeah. And again, that's something else we'll talk about more in the next video. But I think I'm just kind of meh on the whiskey or the bourbon that's in here. But while I'm thinking about
a sweeter note after the taste.
Yeah, there's
almost honey.
Maybe the finish is better than what I'm getting on the palate, and that's weird. This is
ooh, so much more pepper when you breathe in.
Yeah. So while we're processing this bourbon, a little of what you can expect to see on this channel. You're gonna see us spin the wheel, pick a bourbon to have a sip of. The occasional Tennessee whiskey. I think I got a bottle of Dickel back here. I'm gonna look to add some more Tennessee whiskeys. Jack has not been my favorite in the past, but that was a long time ago, and I drank differently then. So you're gonna hear our taste, what we think of each pour that we have.
And we definitely have different palates. I'm more of a lower proof cocktail kind of girl. Give me an old fashioned any day, and he is more of the
I like it neat. Don't get me wrong, I'm nothing against an old fashioned. And I think this bottle might make for a good old fashioned.
Yeah.
It might be better in that regards. We'll have to try that. Next time this comes up on the wheel, we're going to, if I remember, we're going to do this one in an old fashioned.
Maybe I can help there.
But yeah, you're going to see our takes on various bourbons. Something else I think fun that we're going to do once we recover financially from going to the bourbon trail last week, budget bourbon hunts. We're not going to go into stores looking for
the unicorns.
Can't afford those. We want to look for the stuff that anyone can go in and find on any given day. Probably what we'll do on that is we'll set a budget, be it maybe 50 bucks, 60 bucks, on a good day, 100 bucks. Go in and see what we can find for that price, for those prices. We are not ones for expensive whiskey. There are 2 expensive bottles on this, well, not 2 over $100 bottles on my shelf. That's when I say expensive, I mean over 100 bucks. Yeah, we will talk about those at some point. Well, I've got Knob Creek 18. That we might talk about that at some point. Maybe not. That one's kind of reserved for the special occasions. So it's not really the point of what we're doing here. But yeah, we just want to, look for the stuff that you can find every day, the stuff that anyone can go in any day and find and enjoy.
And maybe pique your interest in something new.
And also, maybe we can find something new. There's a lot of things out there I'm looking forward to, I want to try.
Feel free to offer us suggestions.
Yeah.
Comments are welcome.
But yeah, we're not looking for the expensive stuff. Just want to enjoy it and not break the bank. So that's what you can look forward to here on the Everyday Pour. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Please remember to like and subscribe. And we will see you next time when we talk about the Bourbon Trail. Cheers. There will be some editing of this.